Hey Steelers fans, things are heating up in Pittsburgh. With a winning streak that has made the team one of the strongest this season, Mike Tomlin's name is emerging in a dispute that no one expected, and he is increasingly being considered for an award that could change everything. And that's not all. There was a tense moment with one of our key players in the last game, something that could directly impact the upcoming matches. You won't want to miss any of this exciting news from the Steelers. So leave a like and let's go. Mike Tomlin for Coach of the Year. It's picking up steam, folks. After the Steelers snuck past the Washington Commanders in Week 10 with a nail-biting 28-27 win, Tomlin's name is getting some serious respect in the Coach of the Year chatter. This latest win had all the drama, and Russell Wilson provided the fireworks. He hit newcomer Mike Williams with a 32-yard bomb to take the lead, and then, in classic vet style, drew the Commanders offside to ice the game. With that, Tomlin's Steelers improved to 7-2, their best start since 2017. Back then, they wrapped up the season at 13-3, grabbing the AFC's number 2 seed, a campaign that almost got Tomlin the top coaching award, if not for Sean McVay's breakout season. ESPN's Mike Greenberg isn't hiding his admiration, saying Tomlin's earned the Coach of the Year nod this season, and he's not alone. Fellow analyst Andrew Hawkins voiced similar praise after the Steelers beat the Giants, saying Tomlin's got the grit and results to warrant serious Coach of the Year hype. Look, this season has thrown curveballs at Tomlin and the Steelers at every turn, but his squad keeps handling business. Arthur Smith's offensive schemes have pushed them to average nearly 24 points a game, hitting an impressive 30.8 points over the past 4 games. On defense, the Steelers are locking teams down at critical moments, holding opponents to fewer than 16 points per game. And of course, the quarterback question. Tomlin made the gutsy call to shift to Russell Wilson mid-season, and so far, it's paying off, with Wilson looking every bit like the seasoned playmaker Pittsburgh hoped for. This team has dealt with endless offseason chatter, preseason doubts, and lineup tweaks, yet Tomlin's guided them to focus on what matters, getting those W's. But hold on, the season's far from over and the road ahead is brutal. Pittsburgh's next stop? Facing the 7-3 Baltimore Ravens in their first divisional game of the season. After that, they're set to battle it out in Philly, a city they haven't won in since 1965, and then a Christmas Day showdown against the reigning Super Bowl champs, the Kansas City Chiefs. What gives the Steelers an edge? A head coach who thrives under pressure. Just last season, Tomlin took a 7-7 squad, turned to his third QB, and led them through a gauntlet of tough matchups to snag a wild card spot. So if there's one thing about these Steelers, it's that they don't flinch when things get rough. The season may be heating up, but with Tomlin at the helm, Pittsburgh's not backing down anytime soon. So what do you think? Does Mike Tomlin really deserve this special consideration? Comment below. Now, while we're talking about talent and leadership, we have a situation that could be very worrying for the team. The Steelers might be holding their breath a bit, as running back Najee Harris gets his ankle checked out after Week 10's nail-biter against the Commanders. Harris, who's been a workhorse for Pittsburgh all season, took a hard hit late in the game, rolling his ankle after a run. He initially tried to pop back up but ended up needing a moment on the field. Trainers came out, but Harris showed his grit, jogging to the sideline and even jumping back in for the next drive. Post-game, Harris downplayed the injury but confirmed he'll undergo tests to make sure it's nothing serious. "I got rolled up on," he told reporters. "Got back into the game, but I'll have further tests done tomorrow to see what it exactly is." Harris has been a solid anchor for the Steelers' offense this season, coming into the game with 592 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns, adding 53 yards and another TD against Washington. The good news? Right now, it's not looking like he'll miss time, but he may skip a few practices this week to rest up. If he needs to sit out against the Ravens, the Steelers would turn to Jaylen Warren, with Cordarrelle Patterson likely stepping in for extra support. At 26, Harris has mostly avoided the injury bug, which speaks volumes about his conditioning and dedication to staying game-ready. Pittsburgh, sitting a half game ahead in the AFC North, will need that resilience as they prepare to face their divisional rivals, the Ravens, next week. So while Harris's ankle might be a minor question mark for now, the Steelers are hopeful he'll be ready to roll when it counts. With a division this tight, every game matters, and Harris's presence could be crucial for the Steelers to stay on top. If Tomlin is at his peak in delivering wins, every piece of the roster matters, and that includes our key players who are now a concern. If this loss really happens, the Steelers could face a test of fire in the coming weeks. So fans, are you confident about what's coming? Subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for updates on your team.